It's HipHopMike in the building. We rolling, Jimmer?
Yeah, we got money.
Got Jimmer behind the camera going fucking crazy. I don't even know. My shooter shoot for Steve Aoki too. Just know it.
Bang.
Big up my man Jimmer. Special guest, long overdue. I think when we first touched base, he had like 30,000, 40,000 people keeping up, which was a lot considering it was still fresh. At this point, close to touching an M.
Yo, hell yeah, man, real soon, man, real soon. I'm waiting, man, I'm trying, you know, I'm working.
Not just in the bank account, but the followers too. This guy's going crazy. Sold out SOBs tonight. The inventor of the Weave Challenge.
Yeah, the Weave Challenge. We outside, I square up every day. It's unbelievable. Bang.
It's
I got
unbelievable.
Bang, yeah, the Weave Challenge.
He's in a fucking building. Ron Suno, what up?
Ron Suno, act like you know, playing cards like Uno. I'm half the Dosido. Matter of fact, I'm half Pluto. You feel me?
Listen, and the ADHD hasn't even kicked in yet. This man just got energy through the roof at all times.
Always, bro.
Going up at always. Yo, my man, thank you so much for coming through, first and foremost.
Definitely, bro. You already know, bro.
I appreciate it. I know the trip from where you're coming from to Brooklyn is not a quick one.
Yo, that shit is traffic everywhere. Plus, it's Monday, so you know it be everybody getting from work. You already know how that go, but you know, I'll be chilling in the V for me, listening to music. It be a little loud, whatever.
Literally making moves throughout the whole city.
Yeah, everywhere. We outside, bro. We homeless.
Listen, I want to take it back. No cap. I mean, if you homeless, you're not going to be homeless for long.
Not for long. Not for long. But the thing is, I'm never home because we always outside working, so you feel me?
As you should be. Listen, this is a dream come true from what I know. When we first touched base, again, things was kind of just getting started, dabbling in the music, doing the videos. I want to take it even further back than when we first touched base.
Yeah.
Where originally you from for people that's not familiar, and how did you get started in just, I guess, I don't even want to just call you an artist, a visual entertainer overall.
Yeah, public figure, you know that.
Were you entertaining in like elementary school? Like, give me some background on how this began for you, man.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm from the Bronx. I know the vibes, man. Ron Suno, I'm originally from the Bronx, you feel me? I'm 19 years old. I've been rapping all my life, you feel me? That's just like a characteristic that I have with me, just rapping, you feel me? It's natural. So it's like, me rapping, that was just something I had to put to the media after I showed the media my personality with the comedy. That's just building a fan base to show people the real me, you feel me? Because it's like, you could be a rapper, what makes you stand out? Because everybody can rap. But if you a rapper that got entertainment, because people want to look into you more, so it's just me being comfortable with the camera, you feel me? Just standing out. And in school, I always was a class clown, you feel me? Every day I get in trouble, like the teacher used to hate me. She'd be like, yo, Ron, get out the class. And I'm like, for what? You feel me? I always get
swear up. I
always get suspended. This shit get me tight, bro. But you feel me? Always in school as a class clown, so I knew I had something in me that made me stand out, made me different. So I just put it to social media, like, fuck it. You feel me?
So the social media shit was intentional. This wasn't even just by accident. You had a master plan to get shit lit.
Yeah, hell yeah, I had a vision, bro. Like, putting my vision in reality. That's what I was doing, bro. No funny.
What was the first steps you took in starting to build this following that you got? Was it the funny videos?
It's so crazy. I started out rapping first.
Okay.
I started rapping.
Like freestyles and stuff like that, or?
Nah, I did music videos. I did videos on YouTube. I started rapping, whatever, but 2K views, 3K views, I wasn't really feeling it. I need something to spice it up. So I just sat down in my crib, observed myself. You gotta learn yourself before you learn what's the next step, because if you learn yourself, you know what you need to do and what makes you stop from doing what you need to do. So I just learned myself, you feel me? I'm like, nah, I'm a funny nigga, like, you feel me? Like, I feel like the media will mess with me more if they see my character rather than my music first, because you're gonna have to understand me in order to understand my music. Because like, you can't hear artists if you never know no background information.
Straight up.
Boom.
Not for nothing.
Comedy after that.
Being from the BX and being somebody who embraces this funny side to them, like as far as just making jokes, cracking jokes. You know, a lot of people that come from the BX is just on their tough guy stuff. Was it ever like a challenge kind of breaking through? Did people take you serious off rip, or?
I mean, the people that really know me, they know me like I'm a serious person. Like, you feel me? I'm joking because like this is just me. Like, I like to have fun. There's no like negative energy in my body, and it's like the people that don't know me, they get misinterpreted by my image. I guess they see like the funniness, so they just take that as a weakness. Like, oh, he's just a joke around. But you always have two sides to everybody. Like, you have a good side and a bad side. So it's like I'm more of like both. Like, you feel me? That's why I got rapping in me. I got the comedy. So like people know, like people that really know me, they know the real me. But the people that don't, I'm just trying to make them understand. You feel me? They gotta understand. They gonna see like I'm a really serious person. But when it comes to music, I'm expressing all of it. You feel me? So comedy is just a relatable side of me. You feel me? Word.
You talk about dropping these videos early on. I know dropping videos isn't just simple all the time. It takes a lot of planning. It takes some money sometimes. How did you pull that together and spark this kind of fire that you got going right now?
Oh, with the skits and stuff?
Just like anything in general. Did you have somebody around you that was like, I want to take some videos for you? Like, nice with this music shit, or did you have to go out and find a videographer to really put this together?
Like I ain't gonna lie, it was just from the ground up, just me networking, meeting new people that knew what they had to do. You feel me? Like it's not what you know, it's who you know. So if you know somebody that got stool time, you know somebody that's a lawyer, you know somebody that businessman, I was just connecting and just being around certain people that knew what to do, and I was just observing. You feel me? And that's what Suno mean. Suno is an abbreviation for spend unnecessary nights observing. Wrong Suno. I got an eye tatted on my arm, so I've been very observant. I'm the youngest in my family, so just me observing, just take all the information they just made me into like a person where I could just do everything on my own now. You feel me? The resource was just there for me to follow.
Who was the first person that really believed in this vision and came along to complement it and help you kind of spark this? Like, was it somebody in the family? Did the family understand what was going on?
Yeah, the family understand, but you know how it go with family. They'd rather like school go first. You feel me? I wasn't really a school type of person. Cause at the end of the day, I was
slapboxing teacher.
Yeah, hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I was bad in school, and I ain't gonna lie, I admit. But school's important. You feel me? Everybody gotta stay in school, but I was just the type of person. I ain't like school because I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted it now. I don't like waiting. You feel me? School, people tell you what to do. I ain't like that feeling, so I just had to get it on my own to show my parents that I'm a boss. I can do it without having a diploma. So that's what I did, bro. You feel me? And the people that really believed in me is my close friends. You feel me? Like Siri, you feel me? Like Siri, you know, that was the one person that like he showed me like, yo, bro, you really got a talent. Like you should go to the studio, go crazy. You feel me? And that's when he brought me to the studio. Like, yo, yeah, you feel me?
What was that first time in the studio like?
I ain't gonna lie, I was mad nervous, bro.
Yeah. What was the room like? Did you have like it was just you and the engineer and your mans, or it was like was it packed? Like what made you nervous about it?
You know what it is? Because I was insecure about how I sound. I didn't know if I could really rap or not. And it was like a house, you feel me? Like back then, you feel me? We had $20. We go to the store, my man's crib, you feel me? It was nothing like how now we in a big store, we chilling. But back then, it was like we really had to work for it. We $20 in the store, you feel me? And I was nervous because I feel like I wasn't good enough, you feel me? I used to doubt myself, and that's why I used to feel like I couldn't push forward. I used to be like, nah, I'm not ready. I gotta still practice, and that's what made me stop and like want to get it. So when I was in the school and I really put myself in a booth, it was over, bro.
And they wasn't delivering tea to you in that studio.
TD?
Tea.
Oh yeah, they was delivering tea. I ain't gonna lie, probably over bottled water.
So what was the first records you worked on out of there, and what was the plan after you cut those records? Was it just to start pushing it, and you know, as an artist, or how do you approach that whole situation?
So like with the music back then, I made the first song with Siri De Niro. He right here, that's my man. You feel me? The first song we did was actually it was called Water.
Water.
Yeah, I dropped it when I was 13 years old. SoundCloud, you feel me? Shout out to SoundCloud, you feel me?
And did it go crazy?
Yeah, how much plays you think it had, Siri?
Then, not now.
Like
Not
back
now.
then?
Back then. It was still short, right? Yeah, like 5,000 plays. Like,
okay.
You feel me? Like, cause you know what it is? We always been outside, like we always been like around people, like so it was like people already knew us already. So us posting music was just like let me hear that, let me check out my man's wrong, let me check out Siri. So
and the feedback was good. It was like, yo, he could really rap. We need another one.
Yeah, boom. Right after that, I dropped another song. Boom.
So
we was rapping back and forth.
Back to the studio. Y'all get back on another record.
Yeah.
At what point do you see this completely turn around and become something that's now? I mean, you got shit in the hundreds of thousands, and just like at what point does this skyrocket? And was it off of the song, or was it off of the videos?
Yeah, you know what it was? After I found out that I had my own trend, like I had my own swag, like, cause you gotta learn yourself. So I said the year 2015 when I started rapping, I found out I'm a genius, like. I made my own beat challenge, bro. Like I made the beat challenge in my head, but I didn't know how to bring it to the media. But I had an idea that I was gonna spark the internet.
And can you explain, because I know you can do a better job than I can, what exactly is the weave challenge for the people that might not have seen this growing up? Like,
so the weave challenge is basically like a person that just stay away from negativity, stay away from all the nonsense, the bullshit. He just weaving everything that comes his way. Like that's a superpower. He's dodging everything that he dislikes, that's not supposed to be around him. Like. Weave is unbelievable how you just weave everything. Even if the person not even throwing a punch, he won't weave it. You feel me? So that's just something I created, took off and all that stuff.
So how did you make it take off? Did you make it take off, or that just happened by God? Like it was like no cap. Like did somebody just come along and just it was like, fuck out of here, they doing this shit, and it's just it went out of control, or was this like calculated? Like I'm gonna start trying to get so and so to do it, and then just.
So like, what the thing is I used to go live. Like Facebook was my thing. Like I started on Facebook. I didn't even start on Instagram, so I was like more familiar with Facebook. I was going live. You feel me? So when I used to go live, I had to do story times. So I made my views go up, like, yo, I'm gonna do a story time how I went to this girl crib, and somebody broke in, you feel me? They had to hide under the bed and shit, like, that shit was crazy, so I'm like, weave. So they was like, yo, you say weave a lot, why you don't do a challenge about it? I pay attention to my fans, you know, I pay attention to supporters, I give them what they like, boom, put it together, like, weave, like, boom. Right then and there, posted the video in Manhattan, woke up, she had 1 million views, I was about to cry, you feel me? This shit was on Telemundo.
Yeah.
You know Telemundo? She was on Telemundo, I was like, nah, I'm wild Spanish, this is crazy.
Do you speak any Spanish?
Yeah. Dímelo tato, yo no sé, tú suavemente no hablé inglés. Arriba, arroz con pollo, you
So
heard?
basically, you know how to holler at bitches in Spanish.
Oh yeah, most definitely. How you doing? Hola, señorita, like, you feel me? No shine bonita, like, you heard?
When you see
No
this,
bueno.
when you see this skyrocket to 1 million, who did you call first, and when did you know it was on?
Yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie, who I call first? First thing I call is Mama Dukes. I'm like, yo, Mom, we made it. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, Mom, we gotta get a mansion.
You was like, this week challenge hit, and she was like, what the fuck you talking about, weed?
She was like, hold on, you lying. I sent it to her. And she go crazy. She start showing my cousin. She start talking about it at work. She like, yeah, my son made the weave. Like, he weaving out here.
And she don't even know he's telling stories about hiding under some bitch's bed. And
she just with it. She like, yo, he weaving. Like, you feel me? I don't care about nothing, millions.
yeah, nah, she started weaving. Shit.
She started weaving. Now the family is funny though. We all comedians.
Was she tuned into the music before this, or did that make her really believe that, like, all right, you know, fuck school too, I'm with you on this?
Yeah, so nah, but the thing, when I made the weave challenge, I was still young. For me, I was still young. I'm 19 right now. I was still young. What made her really pay attention is after Pinocchio. After Pinocchio, like she seen like the love I was getting from the kids, the youth, like all the shit that was like that was important. That she knew that I had to do with school. I was doing it on my own without school. And she was like, damn, he's a boss. I respect him. Like, and then she paid attention. She started listening to music. She started looking in for me. And then now she understands more. Yeah.
I mean, you also got one hell of a team around you. Like, you pull up with people that I know for sure is solid.
Yeah.
So what's SBL about? Was that a thing before all of this, or did that kind of come about as the success came and you got some attention?
Now these my guys, for me, this the team that SBL the label. For me, these my brothers. These the guys that's with me every day. We in school, we working hard, we come up with a master plan. These the niggas that I'm working with every day, like non-stop. So if I throw up an L, y'all know I'm with my L's, you feel me? So shout out to my team.
What does SBL stand for?
Stack me on lifestyle. The sky can never be the limit for we can achieve. You feel me? There's no limitations, you heard? I got that tatted, look. Believe in your infinite potential. The only limitation are those you set upon yourself. You feel me?
Exactly.
Stack me on
and
life.
I love the fact that you always talk about being in tune with yourself, because I think a lot of artists, you know, or I just say entertainers and people in general, whether you're, you know, an actual artist, you painting shit or you rapping or whatever it is, politicians look left and right and they don't focus on what's really within. I said something on my gram the other day. I watched a video. I'll be watching these crazy guru videos, and the dude's like, everybody look up to God for answers, but we on a circle that's spinning. We don't know which way is up. The only way we really know is what's inside and out.
Yeah.
And the fact that you could look within yourself and see, you know what, I'm in tune with who I am. I'm able to get this across in the music and the videos.
Yeah.
I'm able to kind of receive what the fans is telling me and be able to turn it into something that's sparking inspiration, that's sparking content. That shit incredible, bro.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. And I'm glad I got it at a young age, because sometimes it takes time to really learn yourself. It takes time to really just sit down and say, you know what, this is what I really want to do. Because sometimes life can be hard, like more challenges. You got so much to worry about. You never really want to worry about yourself, because you're so worried about like how other people think, what everybody else doing. So it's just it takes a lot to just learn yourself. But if you just give yourself time, just 3 days, just look in the mirror and just study, you'll learn a lot. Like,
And you know what too, not for nothing, with finding success so young, you know, it's either a blessing or a curse depending on how you translate that into your life. Yeah. And to be able to have that mindset of like, you know what, I'm getting more success, but I'm gonna use it to create these experiences, to build out a label, to not just be on some like, you know, because I know you can have a couple more chains on your neck right now, and the fact that you kind of is comfortable, you did something that's true to you is. It's a smart move, man.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's all progress. For me, elevation. For me, I don't rush success. For me, it's about God's plan. So when I get 3 chains, that's God telling me, yo, it's time for 3 chains. You feel me? So like, I'm working on God's time right now. You feel me? Whatever I do, I'm just living and just stay blessed, stay humble. For me, stay positive. Learn God. That's the only way. For me, if you're not staying positive, negativity will always find your way. That's a fact.
Now, the most serious question of the day I gotta ask you. Don't take no offense to it, but how do you curve all these bitches, bro? Because I know they coming left and right at you.
It depends how I curve them. Like,
You weave just around all of them.
yeah, I leave them on red. I weave them on red. You
No,
heard?
but seriously, I mean, being for the BX, I know as you grow up, as you come up, you know, people that might have thought it was funny at first is now really taking everything serious.
Yeah.
Are you able to really see, you know, who's in it for you and who's in it for, you know, this person that you become?
Yeah, most definitely. I can see the transition from people like that didn't believe in me. Now they want to come around. Now they want to come to the school. Like the thing is, like when I used to go to the school, it just be me and my man Siri. Like we ain't never go to the school, no females. Like it just be me and him. Like now, like everybody want to come to the school. Everybody want to pop out for me. So I see the transition. I know who really fuck with me and who don't. And for me, I respect all energy. For me, at the end of the day, it lets me know who I am and what I'm worth. For me, so.
I gotta ask Siri, if you don't mind, what's it been like kind of watching this happen from the ground up and being part of actually the first steps that's in this? If you want to grab that mic, you feel free. I'm gonna turn the volume up. But I always think it's important to talk to the people that's just even around the artists because, you know, I wouldn't do shit without my team. I'll tell you that much. Like,
that's a fact. You need a team in order to win a championship. Word. So we might.
My fault, Jimmy.
Jordan, on with the team, head coaches.
Straight up.
Bengals. That's real shit though, you
Say that again?
I just asked, what's it like kind of being around this from the ground up, seeing where things have transitioned, seeing where things is getting bigger? What's it been like through your eyes, you know, to watch it kind of, to watch the swag blossom all around as a team, and, you know, to see Ron do it as an individual?
I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie.
My fault.
Or just use this mic.
Yo, this shit a blessing. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
Like, just seeing it from, like, cause we been doing this shit, like, since niggas was, like, 12 and 13. You feel me? So, like, we seen all the hate, all the doubt niggas was showing. So,
What was it about Ron? Because he mentioned that you was the first one to bring him into the studio to really put the battery in his back to not be nervous to record. What was it about him that you seen, like, potential-wise?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, like, I seen something, like, I ain't gonna front. I ain't wanna be the only rapper either. Like, I knew, like, something just told me, like, get him in the studio.
Yeah, bro, like, you know what it is?
Like, you know how we freestyle? Like, we'll be freestyling in the crib.
Yeah,
like, we been doing this shit.
It's just organic. Y'all just felt like it was going to be genuine, and genuine is what makes sense.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. The thing is, too, like all our life, you know how you got something in your mind, but you don't know how to get it out?
Yeah.
That's like a vision right there, and that's something we had. Like, yo, we got something, we got to get it out.
That vision.
It was something there, like, even like growing up, it was just always me and him through all the circles we've been through, like, you feel me? And we just go through shit, and like, it's something we missing, you feel me? It's something we missing, you feel me?
Y'all manifested it.
Yeah.
But, bitch, you just said it.
Manifested, that's exactly what we did, most definitely.
Now it seems like y'all on the time to manifest even crazier shit. Like, I mean, for this to be the beginning point, this is bigger than a lot of people reach at their highest points. I mean, the fact that you got an M on your own without even like that crazy big machine is incredible.
Real shit, bro. Like, it started from like just me being me, like, and this was like the vision, like, yo, I know the comedy gonna spark it for the music. It's gonna have to, because it's like I'm doing more than just comedy. Like, I'm the first. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm the first actual rapper to be a comedian. Like, seriously, I feel like, for me, I stamped it right there, and it's like that's what I was really trying to do from the beginning, but it took time, like, for people to understand.
Well, I guess, I mean, I got that as a question too, but it goes hand in hand with what's in the future. The comedy stuff, are you looking to get into that on some serious, like be in movies, do the entertainment side?
Hell yeah, you know what it is, bro? That's me, so I always gotta do that. Like, that's gonna be an elevation. Like, it's gonna be skits to movies, skits to commercials, you feel me? So it's like, that's my main goal right there. And the music, you feel me? You gonna see me on YouTube, rules, passion, you feel me? I can see the vision already, bro. It's gonna be lit.
That's it, ready to manifest it. Well, let them know what's to come. Let them know what you're working on right now. I know you got a show to go sound check for.
Yo, listen, man, swag like Mike, man, it's real love, but I got a new song coming out real soon. I got a remix on Pinocchio. I ain't gonna say who yet, y'all gonna see it real soon, you feel me? Swag like Mike, we doing it for real. EP coming before the summer. I bet y'all gonna be like, oh my God, Suno got it, cause I got some shooters to bang on this tape, you heard? I ain't gonna lie, I got 7 songs on this tape, for real. 7 songs, 7 bangers, I swear to God, bro. On my leg, yo, the HipHopMike, I got you, bro. When you listen to these songs, bro, I want you to think, like, bro, I was sitting with this nigga, and he told me he was gonna do it, bro. Watch this, I'm gonna be people's favorite rappers.
Now, I believe in you, bro, honestly, and I appreciate that despite, you know, having this success, that you humble enough to even come through here, man. I know it's like, I don't have the biggest show ever, and there's people that's reaching out to you. I mean, shit, you done been Power 105, Hot 87, all over the place.
That's a fact, bro.
What we building here, though, I think is special, man, and I appreciate you taking the time to contribute to it early on.
Thanks for having me. You know, bro. I mean, energy is energy. You heard?
Straight up.
It's a fact.
Where can people keep up with you, and where can people keep up with you, man? I mean, definitely shout both y'all socials and all that.
Yeah, my Instagram is Ron Suno, Facebook Ron
Act
Suno.
like you know.
Yeah, act like you know, playing cards like Uno. Everything is Ron Suno. Y'all can look me up on everything. It's gonna be Ron Suno. That's a fact.
I don't got the remix on deck yet, but we're gonna play this Pinocchio.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Y'all know what it is. HipHopMike Live at Stationhead. Yo, thank y'all.
Alright, that's a fact, yo. Good looking.